The following is a special presentation of First Horizons Green Sports Zone. This is the Terry's Flooring Tim Armstrong Show. Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Terry's Flooring Tim Armstrong Show, where we cover everything on the diamond with the Chuckey-Doak Lady Black Knights softball team. We'll recap the past trio of games and look ahead at what's next right after this brief message here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone. The Terry's Flooring Tim Armstrong Show is brought to you by Gateway Ford Nissan, Tommy's Plumbing, and Terry's Flooring. Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Terry's Flooring Tim Armstrong Show, where we cover everything on the field with the Chuckey-Doak Lady Black Knights softball team. As always, I'm joined here with Lady Knights head coach Tim Armstrong. Coach, how are we doing today?
Well, it seems like we just did this yesterday.
It seems so. Out in cooler weather today, where it's more cool, I should say that.
Yeah, we come into the gym because we're getting ready to load up here, and we want to make sure everybody got a taste of this good production here.
We had a spot outside where we thought about sitting on that bench in front of that pretty tree outside in front of the school, but I'd much rather sit in the air condition than the heat outside before you got to go outside and sit in it for a few hours later tonight at Johnson County.
I'm telling you. Hey, I love this type of weather, but if you got a chance to sit here and do this now in these conditions, I'll take this right now.
I'll take the air condition while you can. Always take the air condition while you can. Hey, shout out to Terry's Flooring, by the way.
Oh, yeah, let me tell you, Terry's Flooring, if you've never been there, it's a good place to go. I've been there the past 2 weeks buying stuff, and Matt Riddle, Terry, they all are fine people. They can give you what you need, and let me tell you, they got a good product out there. I've got it at our house now.
Terry's Flooring out on the Tusculum Boulevard. Shout out to them for sponsoring each of our Chuckey-Doak shows throughout the year. But we've got a trio of games to talk about. I understand that you're loading the bus here in a little bit, taking a long bus ride.
Yes.
Actually, you're driving the bus up to Johnson County. So you've got a lot of duties tonight. So let's talk about the past trio of games: Tri-Cities Christian, Volunteer, and Cherokee.
Yep.
Let's go over Tri-Cities Christian first. I think we sat down last week before you were making that bus ride up there on Thursday. And hopefully this show brought you some good luck going up there because, man, the Bats woke up with 17 runs and a 17-3 win.
Let me tell you, they was ready to play. Now, granted, when we pulled in there, because Tri-Cities Christians moved, their new location, it's on Westmoreland, 415, I believe. No, 415 Lebanon Road. And when we got there, I got to looking at the field, and we can hit it out of here. We can hit it. I said, no, you can't hit it out unless you get up there and bat. You got to swing the bat to hit it out, because we'd been struggling a little bit. But I got out there and I started walking it, pacing it off to left field, and I got about halfway, and their coach come over. It's 174. You don't need to step it off. I said, okay, thank you. But granted, we did have one go out.
Oh yeah.
Freshman Elizabeth Manuel, pitcher, she poked one out there. Liberty Sauceman come in there. She went 3 for 3. There comes a time when you're playing, you don't need to try to put a whooping on nobody. And it don't do a bit of good. I mean, I've been on both ends, but we seen what was going on. It could have been worse, granted, but hey, Tri-City Christian, this is their first year, I believe is what he told me. They got a pitcher that can pitch, and I didn't want to break nobody's hearts, but all saying, there comes a time, like I said, when you know you got to say when. And we did what we did. I was proud of them.
And a good game, too. 15 combined hits. You had multiple girls with hits. It looks like you had 5 girls with multiple hits. Liberty Sauceman with 3. She had a really good day. 3 for 3, 3 RBIs with 2 runs and a walk. It's a pretty good day whenever you get on base every time you step up to the plate.
That's what I've been trying to tell them. You know, if you get on base, you got the possibility of scoring a run. But if you don't get on base, they're not going to give you none.
And then Manuel, she had 3 RBIs. You have Shelton, who has 3 runs. So you had a lot of good days at the plate, only striking out 5 times too. What do you think worked in your advantage up there in that win?
Seeing the ball. I mean, we had some rain in there too. You was talking about Elizabeth Manuel, freshman. She's above 40 strikeouts right now. And we're in our, let's see, that was the 10th game.
Correct.
So, yeah, she's coming around.
Great pitching, too. Jaden Myers and Elizabeth Manuel only allowing them to 3 runs on the day, too, and looks like 4 total innings right there. So how happy were you with the pitching performances that you saw?
That's why I say we're going to do our rotation, because anytime I ask one of them girls to pitch, you know, they're going to come in and they're going to give it their best. And Elizabeth Manuel, she took a line shot to the leg. I mean, she had a place on there where that ball hit her, and I thought, oh, Lord, that's it. But I went out there, she said, I'm all right, I'm going to finish this. So we've got some toughness, and we're starting to get our Charlie hustle going too now. So with all that said, if everybody does their job, you know, we're going to win some games.
And you played a tough pair of games after that, playing up in competition with
Yes. Volunteer
and Cherokee, 2 3A teams. A 13-1 loss at Volunteer, and then an 8-2 loss yesterday here at home to Cherokee. Take me through both of those losses.
Okay, Volunteer, that I've known Jackie Strickler, coach up there, for many, many years, and I enjoyed being with him, and that's why I went up there. But like I tell the girls all the time, you've got to swing the bat. I mean, we had 5 backward Ks in a row. That's 5 capabilities of getting somebody on base if they at least get the bat off their shoulder. But we crossed that bridge, and I hope it's over with. And they played a good game. I mean, they had a girl hit one out, so hats off to them. They do a good job.
Getting back into conference play now, coming up Johnson County today, making that long bus ride up there to Mountain City, and then hosting South Green next Tuesday. So we'll talk about those right after the break. We'll get a word in from our Louisville sponsors first, and we'll be right back here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.
When it comes to flooring, trust our team at Terry's Flooring. With the largest selection in the area, you're sure to find the perfect look for your home or business. Backed by decades of experience, our unmatched customer service ensures that your project is measured and installed with precision and done right the first time. It's no surprise that Terry's Flooring boasts a 4.8 rating on Google and a 5-star rating on Yelp. Come and see my Popsy's team at Terry's Flooring on Kaiser Boulevard. Terry's Flooring, quality you can stand on.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect: games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected: low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
For over 30 years, Tommy's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch, because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommy's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Terry's Flooring Tim Armstrong Show, where we cover everything on the diamond with the Chuckey-Doak Lady Black Knights softball team. As always, joined here with Chuckey-Doak's head coach, Tim Armstrong. We've got a trio of games coming up, 2 of those being conference games, the most important games of the year, and you've got one today as you're leaving here soon to go compete in Mountain City against the Johnson County Lady Longhorns whenever you drive the bus up there, and then you can get off and coach. What do you expect tonight?
Well, we know their pitcher. She's going to be a house. We've done seen her down here, and it was early, one of our early games. And now that we have gone through what I call the training part of our season, ready for the district, we've got to be able to make contact. And since we've seen pitching like we have, and we're able to hit some of them, I hope it carries over today and we pick up and come to play.
And with a 2-3 record in conference too, you've got the opportunity to even that up tonight. How important is this game tonight?
Well, this game, for our sake, is going to set the precedent whether we're going to be a 5-4 or 3 team. And we got to at least try to split with them so we can be knocking on the doors. If you win out, you know, it could be 2-3. but we've got to get through today first.
And that's what I was going to mention. We've got South Green up next week also. Not looking ahead to that too far because, of course, you've got Johnson County today, and you've also got Cloudland on Monday, making a trip to another mountainous region up there on Roan Mountain. So Cloudland, a very tough 1A team and have been for a very long time. What do you expect whenever you take on the Lady Landers?
Well, we're playing a doubleheader up there.
Okay, is that a doubleheader?
Yeah, and we couldn't get our schedule. We had the schedule set and our prom come up, and I told him, I said, well, how about us just coming up there and playing a doubleheader at your place this year, and then next year you come down to us and play a doubleheader. And he said, yeah, let's do that. So I've known him ever since he started coaching up there, and I expect they'll have a good team because I've been hearing some noise on them, so we got to be ready. And you're alluding to the South Green game. That's going to be our pink day for cancer awareness.
That's right. It is next Tuesday.
And we're going to be honoring some folks that battled the cancer. The custodian up here, Amy's mother, myself, my wife, and I don't know who else is going to be here, but that's the whole thing that we always, between us and South Green, we try to do a pink for cancer awareness.
Trying to get that nailed down to stream that game next week. That would be an awesome thing to be out there for that day. Of course, it's one of my favorite games of the year just because of everything surrounding it. It's cool to see the pink uniforms. It's cool to see everything like that, but also just raising awareness for that cause in a sport that's just as fun as softball is. So how special is that game for you every year?
Well, ever since we started doing it, you know, I never dreamed that I would be one of the ones, but yeah, I always like to bring awareness so folks know, hey, you know, this ain't like a cold or a cough or nothing like that. It's a big thing, and you know, you look around, back when I was in school, you didn't hear all that much about cancer, but as time's come on, you hear more and more talk of people battling cancer and winning the battle. So it means a lot to me.
It'll be a pretty special night on Tuesday, so if you've got the opportunity, travel out to Chuckey-Doak on Tuesday for that game. But yeah, traveling up to Johnson County today, Cloudland on Monday, and then hosting South Green on Tuesday. So that's what we've got ahead on the schedule, but it looks like you'll be leaving in about 10 minutes to drive that bus,
yes,
so
sir.
I won't keep you any longer than that right there. Best of luck in Johnson County tonight. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Terriers Flooring Tim Armstrong Show. Look forward to seeing you next time here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.